Welcome to the Fast Food Factory channel. Today we're diving into one of the world's favorite chocolate treats, Kit Kat. Have you ever wondered what makes this crispy, chocolatey bar so irresistible? Well, you're in the right place because today we're taking you behind the scenes of how Kit Kat is made, from raw cocoa beans all the way to that iconic snap. Let's get started. Step 1. Harvesting and preparing the cocoa. Every delicious Kit Kat begins its journey in lush, tropical regions near the equator, where cocoa trees grow. Most of the cocoa beans used to make Kit Kat come from West Africa. Countries like Ivory Coast and Ghana are responsible for about 70% of the world's cocoa supply. Fun fact, the cacao tree's scientific name, Theobroma cacao, literally means food of the gods. Cocoa beans were so valuable in ancient times that the Mayans and Aztecs even used them as currency. After harvesting, the beans are fermented for several days to develop that rich, chocolatey flavor. They're then laid out to dry in the sun for about a week before they're packed and shipped to chocolate factories around the world. Think of these little beans as the building blocks of your favorite Kit Kat bar. Step 2. Roasting and grinding the cocoa beans. Once the cocoa beans arrive at the Kit Kat factory, it's time for the real transformation to begin. The first step? Roasting. The beans are roasted at carefully controlled temperatures to bring out that deep, complex flavor we associate with chocolate. Different chocolate makers use different roasting times and temperatures, which is why Kit Kat's chocolate tastes different from other brands. This roasting process is one of the secrets that makes Kit Kat so unique. After roasting, the beans are cracked open and the inner nibs are separated from the husks. These nibs are then ground into a thick, chocolatey paste called cocoa liquor. No, there's no alcohol here. Cocoa liquor is simply the term for the liquid state of chocolate at this stage. Step 3. Creating the chocolate. Now that we have the cocoa liquor, it's time to turn it into the smooth, delicious chocolate that coats every Kit Kat. The cocoa liquor is mixed with sugar, milk, and some vegetable fats. This is where the chocolate's creamy texture and sweetness start to come together. Fun fact, did you know that the chocolate we eat today would be unrecognizable to people a few centuries ago? Chocolate was originally consumed as a bitter drink, often spiced with chili. It wasn't until the 1800s that chocolate makers in Europe began sweetening and solidifying it into the treat we know today. Once all the ingredients are combined, the mixture goes through a process called conching. During conching, the chocolate is continuously ground and stirred, which breaks down any remaining particles and makes the texture super smooth. The longer it's conched, the silkier the chocolate becomes. Some luxury chocolates are conched for up to 72 hours, but for Kit Kat, they've perfected the timing to get just the right texture and flavor. Step 4. Baking the wafers and the secret filling. Now, let's talk about the crispy star of the show, the wafers. Kit Kat wouldn't be Kit Kat without that signature crunch. To make the wafers, a mixture of flour, water, and yeast is combined to form a dough. This dough is then rolled into thin sheets and baked at a high temperature to get that perfect light and crispy texture. Kit Kat wafers are baked at around 150 degrees Celsius, about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And these ovens are massive, baking hundreds of wafer sheets in just minutes. After baking, the wafer sheets are cut into perfect squares, ready to be layered with that mysterious filling. Now here's where things get really interesting. Ever wondered what's between those wafer layers? Kit Kat has a clever trick. Any bars that don't pass quality control are recycled. These rejected Kit Kat bars are crushed and mixed with cocoa liquor to form the filling between the wafer layers. It's a delicious and sustainable way to reduce waste while keeping that extra chocolatey flavor inside every Kit Kat. Step 5. Assembling, coating, and wrapping. With our chocolate and wafers ready, it's time to assemble the final product. The Kit Kat bars are made using specialized machines that pour the chocolate into molds, carefully place the wafer layers inside, and then coat them with another layer of smooth chocolate. Did you know that the machines that make Kit Kats are incredibly fast? They can mold, assemble, and coat over 200,000 bars per hour. That's a whopping 7 million bars produced every single day in some factories. Once the bars are coated, They're sent through a cooling tunnel to ensure the chocolate sets perfectly. This cooling process is super important. It helps the chocolate stay glossy and prevents it from melting too quickly when you take a bite. Finally, the freshly made Kit Kats are wrapped and boxed. The wrapping machines work at lightning speed, wrapping each bar individually before they're packed into boxes and shipped off to stores all over the world. And just like that, your favorite Kit Kat is ready to be enjoyed. And there you have it. That's how Kit Kat bars are made, from humble cocoa beans to the crispy, chocolatey snack you know and love. The next time you snap into a Kit Kat, you'll appreciate the journey from the farm to your fingertips. But before you go, let us know in the comments. Do you stick with the classic Kit Kat, or have you tried any of the more adventurous flavors, like green tea matcha or ruby chocolate? We'd love to hear your favorites. And if you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an episode of Fast Food Factory. We've got plenty more factory tours and food-making secrets coming your way. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep snacking.